This year, the SABC celebrated World Radio Day in partnership with the University of Johannesburg under the theme Radio and Climate Change.
This is a very exciting day for the university, where we celebrate the UNESCO World Radio Day under the theme Radio Meets Climate Change, hosted by the SABC in partnership with the UJ School of Communication.
We as the SABC are delighted that we have formed this perfect home, which is the University of Johannesburg. And they share the same goals as us from an SABC perspective, because we believe in the power of radio and the pivotal role that it plays within society.
This partnership between the SABC and the University of Johannesburg ensures that the next generation of media professionals is equipped to tell impactful climate stories.
So obviously, as trainers, us academics who are training the next communicators, content creators, and journalists, it becomes very important to have collaborations with people in the industry. And SABC is one such. So we need to know exactly what SABC needs, what kind of human resources, what kind of skills are they looking for as we look into the future. And I think when we have these conversations, then we can tailor our curriculum to speak to industry needs so that we are not divorced from what's happening on the ground. So today we discuss climate change. Tomorrow we could discuss something else that affects both our students and ourselves as trainers, but also SABC as an industry player.
As the SABC, we're the custodian, of culture in this country, and we're supposed to be contributing to the development of our languages. And so when you're talking climate change, whether you're talking developments in technology, there's new terminology that has to be developed as we move along. And that requires partnerships, in the public and private sector for us to be able to deliver quality programming that speaks to the issues that are critical.
As radio evolves, digital platforms are ensuring that climate messages travel further and faster than ever before.
In terms of what we've done to keep up with the digital age, we've got an app called SABC Plus that covers all our 19 radio stations. So from our perspective, having SABC Plus as a platform for our listeners to engage with the stations is how we've tried to keep up with the digital age.
Radio is a resilient medium that has survived decades of technological changes and a lot of other social changes, but it continues to be very important in the lives of many Africans. And I think celebrating it the way we are doing is recognizing the importance it still plays in the lives of many people on the continent.
Radio is one of the mediums that really cater for all citizens of the country, listeners from everywhere. So, listeners who have got disabilities, I think the SABC radio stations are able to disseminate messages to them, which are relevant, to listeners with disabilities. Because radio is accessible, it's easier also for listeners with disabilities to be able to access different information.
So for example, if we are speaking about people who are visually impaired, we know that television might not be the appropriate platform for that. And I think radio comes in to fill in that gap. And also for people who have got very limited mobility, listening to radio becomes even easier than other forms of communication.
By working together, we strengthen the role of radio in building an informed and resilient society.